Respected dignitaries on the dais and the guests seated, very good evening to you. I think I don't know where to begin my address because I think I worked in higher education 2 terms as Secretary Higher Education. Then I was happily designing saris in handlooms. And then now I posted to youth department. So I say wherever I go, I'm not able to go away from youth. So it is all encompassing as to youth, education, everything together, and sports, it's all together. So the chair already gave you a detailed address about the education and the university system. Though I had written my speech, I think I'll mutacatify it and then I speak from what I have. The whole thing is higher education we talk about. We are pioneers in higher education, right from the olden days, our Presidency College days. Presidency College was the mother of Madras University. Madras University was one of the oldest universities in India. And today, like most of us will be having, when it's also only university in Tamil Nadu, most of our degrees will be from Madras University. And from there, always Madras University goes with the pride saying, we are mother of all universities. At the moment, they don't have money to pay the salaries. Okay. So, that being the case, then we talk about a bit about Tamil Nadu economy. We are all trying to become a 1 trillion economy by 2030. So that is the government of Tamil Nadu's aim. And then we've identified already we are strong in automobiles, electronic, leather, textile. So these are all our industries where we have, and then we are also getting into the new frontier where we have to go for. Now in textiles, we talk about man-made fibers and technology. We talk about groundbreaking technologies in industries. So it is all, our education system is almost geared to do that. And then we are all talking about new education policy also he mentioned, where we aim to achieve, the country aim to achieve 50% GER, that is gross enrollment ratio, by the year 2040. But in 2020 itself, we've crossed 50% gross enrollment ratio. So normally, we and Professor Tyagarajan and former Vice Chancellor Madras University, we all used to say the entire country should follow Tamil Nadu model because we've achieved it already. But then that is a different story. New education policy has to come, and that I'm not getting into that. But what I'm saying is, even without the policy, we are much forward, because normally we as a policy makers, we always say we need to look towards Southeast side, Southeast Asia and others, where our fellow brethren Tamils are there contributing to that economy. We need to compare ourselves to grow more. We have to go forward. So that is our statement, has been always with the government of Tamil Nadu. We always looked up to grow more. And today I have talked about our general enrollment ratio. As per the age survey, we are 51.4, because last year we were 49.7, 48.7. Then we said, okay, fine, let's create more seats. And see, we need to understand one thing. The Tamil society is a very aspiring society, one thing. And in every meeting, I will say, as a person who worked 10 years in health department, our TFR is reducing. That is, our total fertility rate is 1.6 now. That means every 2 person is replaced by 1.6 person. So our population is fairly a shrinking population. So everyone has 1 child or 1.5 child average, and everyone wants a white collar job. So it is more that more and more children are going to come for higher education. Higher education seeking behavior is going to be more, and we need to be prepared to guide our children for taking them forward. So I always feel that our responsibility is not only about giving them education, also giving them a direction as to how to move forward in life. And second thing is, we have number of institutions. For example, we have technical education, collegiate education, we have 59 universities. Tamil Nadu has 69 medical colleges. I think we have the most number of medical colleges in the country. So, and then we have state public universities, further 1,326 colleges affiliated to them. So, and then we do very well in NIRF ranking. Out of total top 100 ranking, I think our 17 institutions from Tamil Nadu are there ranking in top 100. I think and we have many of our institutes, including our VAT, they all rank very, very high. Anna University and many of our colleges also, like Presidency College, Government College, they all rank very, very high. We have a very good system of education. But then I think with for Tamils, when we are all educated, there is some restriction because we follow 2-language policy. So for us, employment is either in Tamil Nadu or across overseas. So probably that is why you find more children pursuing education in Australia, US, Canada, Italy and countries, UK. So we normally have a tendency to move abroad. So probably that is how we have. And I was really motivated by the motto of this, Thirekkadalodium Thirayum Thedu Adanai Valarchiyil Podu. So as a forum, I think when we talk about, okay, the children from third world countries or our fellow brethren from African countries, they all can come forward to study here in India. At the same time, the students here also, we need to take them in our fold, and I would call upon Mr. Sampath to find a kind of opportunity providing forum where we can guide students. What are the job opportunities available there? What is it? Because see, we also have a lot of ITIs, polytechnic. So we have every part, we have students, people who are skilled. We have a very high skilled population, because we always say whenever we go for any industrial conference, we say we have so much of skilled people, and we have corridor, we can say west corridor, you have south, and Tamil Nadu is a state which has grown uniformly. It's not like where you have some backward area. No, you have a university, Manonmaniam Sundarnar University in Tirunelveli, which is doing well. You have a Madras University, which is doing well. You have a Bardiyar University, which is doing very well. So what I'm saying is, Tamil Nadu, thanks to our policy makers, our leaders, they made the state grow uniformly. I don't think we have anything called a particular area as well. And mobility has been really well across the state and also across the globe. So what I would say is, we are really competent. We have really very good children there. I think as a youth welfare secretary, I call upon everyone to give a direction, leadership, and to be a role model to the youth of today. See, I've been impressed by our youth because I'll tell you, we had this Jallikattu agitation. See, it is not anyone who organized it. There was no organizer. It's a voluntary. The children came, they sat on the beach, agitated, no untoward incident. They organized themselves so beautifully. See, it was literally a emotional moment for every Tamil in the state. And I think last day there was some violence and all this happened. So I was going back from my office. I was going back. So in those days, we'll have the blue light on top. So I told my driver, no, you keep the blue light inside. So we'll go quietly. And major roads are blocked, and then we were going by small lanes and by lanes. See, on that day, every youth from his house, I was going, because OMR was blocked, I was going near the next road next to the Buckingham Canal, B Canal. It's a very small lane. Every boy, every girl voluntarily came out of the house. And then they were guiding. They were regulating the traffic. They said, please go away. And they were stopping us because there were no buses. There are people walking, some old people. Then they requested politely. They requested, can you just take them and drop them there? I was amazed by the leadership quality established by our youth at that time. And sometimes I feel guilty as a elder generation. Have I been a good example to them? Did I give them a right direction? All of us have to think about it. So I call upon everyone to give good direction to our youth. They're so beautiful. Then 2000 Chennai 15 flood. Water was there everywhere. And a lot of this children staying in hostel, they would come and stand with a placard, volunteering. See, accommodation available, food available, all of them. This is the youth which creates leadership in crisis. We the government, we work. Government can't reach everywhere. So today, I think Government of Tamil Nadu has enacted a youth policy in 2019. Today, we are really talking, me and my Chief Secretary, we are discussing, how do we take this youth forward? So I think it is in this conference, when we talk about economics, it is also, we need to talk about economics of the future and of the youth, how we are going to utilize them, how we are going to give them direction. They are very smart, much smarter than us. So, but then still, we need to give them a direction. We need to handle with them. It is not only education, job, and employment. It's something more, something fulfilling. And I think today, if you take the parents, everyone is now, there's so much pressure on them to do NEET, do this. And I'll tell you what, youth and children are the one segment, they're voiceless people. See, when Corona came, we closed the colleges. Just, I think Corona was there in February. We just closed the college. Everyone thought 3 days, these guys are going to have a holiday and come back in the third, fourth day. Then endless. The vacation was endless, going on and on. We were not opening the colleges. But I'll tell you, many students, they didn't go home. They left. There is no transportation. They didn't know how to go home. And many of them are staying outside the hostels. Really, it was very sorry state of affair. And the house owners threw them out because everyone was so confused in the first instance of Corona. They didn't know what's going to happen. They were just sent out of home. So we had great time. There are some children who went and took even rations from this, what we give for the migrant laborers. So normally, they're really voiceless. So then when I wanted to do an online exam, there was big controversy. How can you conduct exam like this? How can you do this? I told them, don't be so unfair, because they all left their books in the hostel, their notes. How will they study? So then we started doing this online exam. And now I think probably the new normal has come to force. I think sometime like we need to even think of holding classes for 3 days online or 3 days regular and 2 days online, so that there is less traffic on the road. So probably the day will come when we have mixed mode of education also. And then when I talk about youth, that's what I say, as an elder or as a generation, we should really focus on them, give them good direction. See, we are here because someone gave us good direction. Someone has been fair for me to be here. So I call upon everyone to give direction, set an example to youth, and be fair to them, so that they could replace us or they could be above us. So, and then I also want to talk about sports, because as a secretary sports, I think I should talk about sports. The Tamils, you see, we had our traditional games from time immemorial. We had Jallikattu, we have, say all this agitation, everything was about Jallikattu. Then we had our old Uriyadi, various traditional games we have. But today in the World Tamil Economic Forum, I call upon the Tamils across the globe to come to Tamil Nadu and invest in every game, either traditional, because see today now, IPL, the economy involved in it. I think same scales of economy can be evolved in Jallikattu. Same scales can be done in other schemes. And also we are there doing, probably maybe we will not achieve much in Olympics, maybe some achievement we do in Para Olympics and some special Olympics. So we manage something over there. And sports has been one of the priority area for us. Especially I think in Tamil Nadu, we lack what we call as water sports. We don't have canoeing, sailing. It is not, there are many students who are talented who can go forward. So I think on this occasion, what I would call upon everyone, all the Tamils across the globe, come back to Tamil Nadu, invest in sports. make sports economics is real good. Like the other day, someone was talking about hosting a beach games. Then we said, okay, fine, it'll cost 200 crores. 200 crore rights can be sold to Star TV. So we get the money, it is all break even. So you don't, if you are investing in sports, there are enough returns in sports. Normally it is not seen outside. There is much returns in sports. And I was telling Mr. Sampath also, I think we should have a World Tamil Games. We should have an event so where we can build more cultural relationship. Okay, now we are there online, we are watching, we are doing everything over that. Probably we should give our youth more exposure. We should give them more direction. We should engage them positively. So I call upon this occasion to come and invest in sports, whoever can do, or whoever can sponsor a coach for us from abroad, please do so. We are there willing to, we can help our children. So let us engage in a positive dialogue. And I look forward to growing more and more in economy as well as culturally and sportively also. So with this, I think with few words I wind up and I wish you all the best. Thank you.